Hey friends, welcome to my virtual kitchen. I'm still working on a design that I've got this little part I've got to take out and get rid of it. Anywho, today's show, we're going to start off with the Donnie and Marie appearance on Donnie and Marie back in the day. Then I've got a chili recipe I'm going to share with you. What's after that? Ooh, how about a little more of Donnie and Marie and also Jason Sehorn, the great defensive back, played for the New York Giants back in the day. He won a Super Bowl ring, maybe two with them. We'll stick around in New York, just do a little hanging out with my buddy up in heaven there, Regis Philbin. I hope he and Robin are having a good time up there. Robin Leach said he's having a good time up there. And then we'll wrap it up maybe back here in the virtual kitchen. Okay, y'all, let's go to the show. And I'll also tell you how things are coming with the Master Gardening class. We had our 8th class today. As you can see, I've been working all day, so I haven't had a chance to shave. I'll get in, clean up, and then have a little party in the kitchen. Peace, spread love, enjoy the show today. I'm getting better with this virtual kitchen. My buddy Victor Green, he sees me, he goes, Curtis, you're doing better. So my kitchen, well, it's a virtual kitchen. Peace, spread love.
Fresh tomatoes.
Oh, I love fresh tomatoes.
Curtis,
now, you also, before we go to commercial,
garden tomatoes.
tell us about this foundation of yours.
Well, it's not really a foundation I've set up yet. There are so many great literacy groups across the country, Donnie, and the one that taught me to read, I didn't learn to read till I was 26 years old. That's the reason I'm in television. The reason I stay in this business is to promote literacy groups across the country. The royalties from my cookbooks we donate back to Literacy Volunteers of America and other literacy groups across the country.
How do people find these?
If you can't get them to the local bookstore, my website is curtisaikens.com, and we can get them right through there, and we give the money back. I mean, you got to give back, guys.
You know what? And you do give back. And can I say one thing really quick? Jason, you also have a charity that you're involved with. It's called what?
Sehorn's Corner.
Sehorn's Corner.
It's for single-parent families, as I was raised by a single mom. And it's basically to let people know that I'm here today being raised by a single-parent mom, and it can be done.
And where do they find this help?
Sehornscorner.com has all the information on it.
Sehornscorner.com. You can pick that information up on our website.
You playing next year?
Yes.
Yeah,
No question.
All right,
Yeah,
baby.
buddy.
All right. Give me some.
Curtis, thank you.
Pick of the day, every day on Food Network.
Thank you.
How about chili? Do you like chili? What is chili? It's just a soup, a stew. That's all it is. So don't trip out. Don't ever allow people to culinary shame you because you make a quick and easy chili. I'm gonna make one today that's so easy, so easy. Let's do it. Check it, check it. The ingredients for our chili. I've got an onion, just a big old onion. I've got a piece of shallot that I had left, like half a shallot. About a pound of ground beef. You can use any meat you want, but this is a quick, easy one, so let's use the ground beef. Gonna use some olive oil. Got the rest of the stuff gonna be cans. I got cans of beans, I got kidney beans, the pinto beans, and a little bit of tomato sauce, okay? Then my homemade chili powder. Again, don't be shamed. You can go out and buy chili powder that's pre-mixed, 2 cups of water, okay? Let's go to work. All right, let's get our chili started. I'm going to, first thing we do is got to turn the burner on, right? We're gonna brown our ground beef. Just throw it in there, and we're just gonna break it up and allow this to cook. Again, this recipe is easy, it's simple. Pound of ground beef, and while this is browning, notice how I'm just breaking it up because I want the meat to be evenly distributed throughout our chili as we make it. What I'm gonna do is brown this meat, then I'm gonna drain the fat. Okay, look at that. Our beef is browning nicely. Now this is what I'm going to drain out. You see that, all that there? And truth be, or as they say, full disclosure, black folk don't usually drain that. Like we have that in our food. I'm making a joke when I say that, but the truth is, like, our ancestors, we needed those calories because we were outside working, and no joke. So as our lifestyles have changed, that saturated fat, we need to remove it from our diet. So that's the reason we're going to drain that fat because there's already enough fat in the meat. So we'll drain as much as possible. And it's a healthier chili. It's a good chili there. That's browned nicely. And as you've noticed, the onions are chopped as well. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. Take my slotted spoon, slotted spatula, and just scoop all the beef out. so we can get rid of that liquid in the bottom. Now this meat is unseasoned. There's been no chili powder, salt, or anything added to it. This was just to render the excess fat. And I bought, to make this chili, an 80-20 blend. 80% lean, there's 20% fat. So there's quite a bit of fat that has to come out of there, okay? All right, now we'll get rid of that, come back and start to build our chili. Okay, we are back at the stove top. That stuff is gone. I've turned the burner back on high. I'm going to add my onions because I want to cook those. We are building the chili. Remember, it's all about the layers of flavor. Les oignons. Okay. I'm going to add the shallot a little later in the recipe because remember, shallots have a milder onion flavor. So we're going to add those a little later. Going to stir it up. Little darling, stir it up just a little bit. We're going to let these cook for about 2 to 3 minutes before we add the ground beef back to it. Now, the onions are looking good. Look at that there. They're going to become a little translucent. Here is a trick I love doing when I'm making chili, whether I'm making a really complicated chili or just like this quick and easy one. I've got my powder, my chili mixture, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on each layer. I'm seasoning those onions. And when we add the beef, we'll add a little more. And the great thing about making your own spice blends is that you easy to think, hard to say, you can control the heat ratio, right? If you really like it hot, go ahead and grind up some of those habaneros when they're dry in the summertime. Get a few extra, dry them up, grind them up, and you can really bring the heat. Or like me, I really love mild chilies, so I cut back on the hot, spicy part. Isn't that gorgeous? Now those onions are coated with the chili flavor as well. So as we build our layers of flavor, it just intensifies. Onions are looking really, really nice there. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of oil, olive oil, and I'm not measuring it. I'm just gonna show you a trick. Remember, count 1001, 1002 is roughly 2 tablespoons of oil, okay? And I'm using that olive oil. Stir up our onions. That's looking good. Now let's add our beef back to the recipe. And I'm going to place a lid on this to sweat those onions and to bring out the liquids in those onions. Okay, lower that heat. Oh, look at that. You can just see the flavor in there. And I'm going to add 1 cup of my water here, agua. Stir it up, little darling. The house is smelling good already. There's nothing like having soup, stews, chilies, cooking in the house. Today is January 21. The year is 2020. And tomorrow, January 22, I turn 62. My goodness. I still feel like a teenager. Okay, water's gone in. I'm going to add my kidney beans. These are the light colored kidney beans. I did not drain this can. You can drain them and rinse that off. However, I love that liquid that starts this in there. So I want to add that. It adds a little flavor. Look at that. Ooh la la. And notice I open this can from the bottom because the cans have been sitting in the fridge. The cans have been sitting on the shelf or whatever and these have been here maybe a month. Things kind of settle on the bottom. So I open the bottom and it drains out a little easier, okay? And I've got one more can of beans I'm going to add. These are a can of pinto beans. Again, I didn't drain those. Going to add that liquid right to it. And if I want, I've got 2 more cans of beans to add. 1 kidney and 1 pinto. I think I might go ahead and add those, all right? When you come back, we're going to add the last of the water. I'm going to add more chili powder right now. I'm going to let it cook a bit. I get all of it in there now. Remember, salt and pepper. Salt helps to bring things out, bring flavors out. So don't be afraid to use salt. Just don't overdo it. All right, let's take a look at our chili. Looking good, huh? I'm going to give it our first test for taste. And you go, wait a minute, it's not cooked yet, Kurt, it's not done yet. Well, everything really is. Remember, we browned the ground beef, so that's safe to taste. And the rest is just vegetables, right? Beans and those things. So I'm just going to taste the broth so I can adjust the seasoning just a little bit. Oh, wow. That is really good. Quite tasty. Now, this recipe, again, it's about easy. It's about simple. It's about no hassle. The rest of my chili powder is going to go in. It's going to really give it that strong chili flavor, chili flavor. And again, I talked to you earlier about not being culinary shamed. I don't want you to let people tell you because you do it quick and easy, it's not good food. It's great food, okay? Now this is that shallot. It was a larger one, so it's a little stronger in the flavor, and I love that. I'm just adding it right to the top. I diced it pretty fine, but don't trip out. You can chop it as small or as large as you'd like. Just get it in the pan. We're going to stir that up, and I'm going to show you two last tricks here. If you feel like it's not tomatoey enough for you, ketchup. A little ketchup added to it. And also, ketchup has some sugar in there that's going to add a little zing-zang to it as well. What's a zing-zang? It's just a flavor thing. This I love. 100% Italian. It's a tomato paste. It's like those Marciano, those beautiful Roman tomatoes from Italy. This one I pretty much used up, so I've got another one on standby. See if I can. I don't like to waste, so oh yeah, we'll get it all in there. Just squeeze that right in there, just to give you that tomato flavor without having big chunks of tomato, which my sweetheart doesn't care for. Now, I love tomatoes in my chili, but just not, she just doesn't like the big chunky tomatoes. So that's why we're making this one relatively chunk free. So we're gonna let this come to a boil, which you can see it's happening there. I'm gonna allow it to simmer, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. The longer it simmers, the more those flavors come together. Now, for those of you that like cooking in, the slow cooking methods with the crock pots and such, great recipe with crock pot. Just throw it all in there and let it go to town, cook all day, or Instapot. Those type things work. We'll come back and give it a taste when it's ready. Peace. Remember, recipe can be found in the description. Spread love. 5:16. Our chili should be beautiful by now. Been simmering it, so let's take a sneak peek, as we say. Oh, look at that. Now you see how it's reduced on the sides there. That's about, what, 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Let's stir it up, little darling. We'll come back and serve up our chili. Oh, that looks so good. Are you hungry? Remember, quick, simple, simple and easy. Not so quick because I cooked it a long time. And that's because I've just been working in the yard and goofing off. All right, we'll come back, we'll taste it up. Serve it up, then taste it. All right, there's our bowl of chili. And I've got some fixings on the side. Of course, you can serve it up just like that. Tasty, tasty. I'm gonna garnish it with a couple of things. I've got some cheese here. A little cheese. Sharp cheddar. Then I've got green onions and cilantro. Cilantro is an absolutely wonderful member of the parsley family that is great with beans and in soups. Something else I want you to think about. When next time you make your fresh salad, go ahead and take some leaves, the leaves of the cilantro, and add it to your salad. Now this is not just a garnish. I'm adding this because of the flavor. I've chopped up a good handful, maybe, I don't know, tablespoon. I'm going to add that right to my cheese. Then also have some green onions or scallions, whatever part of town you come from, green onions, scallions. Remember, when buying green onions, they want to look nice and fresh, and they should stand up. You see that? That doesn't flop over, so that means they're nice and fresh. Same thing with the cilantro. should have a beautiful freshness to it. And look at that stem. There's no problem with that stem. Okay, garnish it up. Cilantro. You could also put some tomatoes in there if you'd like. Add a little more cheese to the top of this. I absolutely love chili with cornbread. Mom used to make that for us when we were younger, and I just love chili. I'm gonna put a little dollop of sour cream on there. And I think it's time to dig in. The house smells so good when chili or soup's cooking in it. Did you notice my wardrobe change? Well, a little earlier, I got the tail of my shirt and some of my fixings on the table. So, quick wardrobe change. Now, did you like the way that chili looked? Ooh-wee. Let's give it a taste. I want to get a bite of everything. The cheese is starting to melt in there. Add a little cornbread, Mama's cornbread to it. Mmm. Ooh, that's good. Excuse me. Talking with my mouth full. Okay, remember now, you can garnish it with things you like. We have some fresh tomatoes, some jalapenos, whatever you want to do to spice up your chili. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And more than that, I hope you will try to prepare this recipe. It's simple, it's easy. Great, great chili. And please don't let anyone culinary shame you. Easy is okay when it comes to cooking. Just make sure you put love in it. Peace, spread love. See you soon. Hey baby, dinner's ready. I don't know if I like that chili or not. Maybe I should try one of the bowls just to see if it's really as good as I think it is. What do you think, Lisa?
Yum.
Peace out. Let us peace out.
Do you guys splurge on snacks while you're watching the Super Bowl like I do? We've invited the Food Network's master chef, Curtis Aikens, to show us some healthy alternatives to filling up our football.
Let's do it. Let's do
Jason
it.
Seahorn has decided to sample some of this, so please welcome to the show, Curtis Aikens.
Hello. Donnie, right there, baby. All right, Marie.
I'm sorry, but you have to see the buttons on his outfit here. Look at this.
Well, we all have kids, right? Well, Jason didn't have kids, but we all have parents, right? Check it out. You know, my bow tie pastas, my boys, when they were little, I had to do something to keep them happy. And the only thing in the britches.
I like that.
My all garden pants. Anyway,
what are we making
All right, we're
here
gonna make a totally meat-free chili now. I don't call this vegetarian,
cool?
Donnie.
Why not?
Well, I don't like labels. You know, we have enough labels in this country. I think good food is good food, whether it has
I
meat in
agree.
it or not.
Great.
Okay?
Well, then let's make some good chili.
Let's make some damn good chili.
You
Can I
got
say
it.
that?
You
All
can say
right,
that.
now-
I'm going to say it, but you can say it.
I can say that. Let me show everyone at home. We got two key ingredients here, Marie. This right here is the chili powder, okay?
Can I taste
And
it?
that, you can taste that, baby. Now, this is the key to making good meat-free chili. Marie, hold that. Don't
Okay.
let Jason touch it, okay? Now, Donnie, I hear you
Don't
like
touch
hot
it.
stuff.
I love hot stuff.
Jalapenos. If you
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if you
man.
like it hot, you're gonna add that in.
Tyrion?
Now, we've got this nice and hot,
You
Donnie.
put
I
that
want
in
you to
there?
add my onions first.
Just
We got
that
some
all?
onions
Okay.
diced,
Love
okay?
onions, okay.
All right,
Onions.
onions.
Onions,
Garlic
we have
goes in
chili
next.
pepper.
Garlic.
goes
Folks
in.
at home, remember
Garlic.
when you're cooking with onions and garlic, do the onions first because the garlic will burn.
garlic.
Take over, sister girl.
Garlic's in.
Go for it. Take over. Just stir that thing up now.
Throw in
Want
the-
this really hot and sizzling. Mushrooms next, Donnie.
Mushrooms next.
Now,
Where is it
Jason,
hot?
you got to work over there too, right?
Yeah,
All
okay.
right. You cover the guy going deep.
Okay, is this hot?
What do you think, Don? Cover the guy going deep. Now, at home, Marie, let's give him a tip. There's another tip for cooking totally meat-free, all right?
Okay.
We're gonna place the lid on this pan for about 3 minutes at home. We wanna trap all the liquid inside there, Donnie. That's where the flavor's gonna come from. We're gonna keep all that in there. It's gotta
Yum.
get hot. It's
I
gotta
love
get hot.
garlic.
Now, let's add our peppers, beans.
After about 3 minutes.
After about 3 minutes on Magic Cook Television.
There.
Peppers
Red
and
beans, and then
Okay.
tomatoes, okay?
All at the same time.
All the tomatoes go right in there. You know
Look at
why, Marie?
Here, that's a
you
lot
know
of
why,
tomatoes,
right?
bigger stick.
You smash those things
Mash
up.
those
We
things
want
up.
all
Listen to
that.
Jason. He knows
Go,
what he's
Jason.
doing.
It's
He's
the
cooking with that
juice.
beautiful
Go,
girlfriend,
Jason.
right?
Go,
Now,
Our
Jason.
best
Go,
part
Jason.
is 2 people can be.
Speaking of chili powder, Marie, let's add the chili powder there.
How
Okay,
much?
there we go. All of it. All of it. Now,
Now,
this
you wait
recipe
until the end to put the chili powder.
at home, you like wait for the end. Well, you can put
What
it in the
about the
beginning
green peppers?
because we want that flavor. These are chili. These are
the chili
jalapenos.
pe-
Okay.
oh.
Now that's Donnie's thing. If you like it really hot, add a lot. If you don't, add a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Now at home, we're gonna place the lid on here and allow this to simmer for about 45 minutes. All the juices, the lids go on here, right? All the juices from the tomatoes, all your vegetables come out. We're gonna add no water to this. You got a rich, thick chili.
Yum,
Let's
let's see what it
reveal,
looks
Jason.
like.
Let's get work, Jason. Underneath, hot pot, hot pot.
Magic
I want to
television.
burn his hand. Okay, hot pan. Now,
Done.
here's our chili. Okay.
man.
All right. Now, I've got a chef spots here. I'm swinging around. Now, Marie, can you show us about 3 bowls of that?
Yeah.
I want to show our viewers at home. Donnie, Marie, I want to show our viewers at home. We've got some more meat-free options Because nowadays, everybody's got that one freaky-deaky, non-meat eater guest showing up. I've got, I like that. That one freak, I'm that freaky-deaky guest, I guess. Okay, here we go. We've got buffalo wings. Now, you can find these in your grocery stores all across the country. This is meat, totally meat-free buffalo wings. I think the company is Morning Star. Aren't they great, Jason?
Yeah.
They are fabulous. I believe the company is Morning Star. They're out of Ohio. It's absolutely fabulous, okay? Now, we've got some more stuff for you over here. Super Bowl party we're going to throw down, okay?
So good.
Grilled vegetables, okay? We've got a homemade salsa. Get some of those, your buddy up there, Steve Young, grows great tomatoes up in
Utah?
In Utah, that's right. He has a great tomato
These
patch.
buffalo wings are killing me, man.
Aren't they the
These are
bomb?
great.
What are you thinking about chili, though?
You know, there's nothing.
With comedian Kathy Ladman right after this.
The camera's up on you. What's up, guys?
Curtis Aikens out here putting together some wonderful veggie burgers for you.
One of your
Incidentally,
favorites.
Morning Star has a veggie
Yes.
burger, right?
Morning Star makes 4 incredible patties. They've got a spicy bean burger that's out of sight.
Yeah.
They've got a garden griller that I'm going to use a little bit of in this recipe today. This is absolutely fabulous.
All right.
So we're going to teach America how to do
Let's do
any
it.
American burger, I call it.
Anybody can make a hamburger
is
or a
healthy
cheeseburger.
for you,
Exactly.
right? For your-
Veggie
good
burger
for
is
your
something
cholesterol.
a
Something
little
new.
different.
But before we go, Reeves, I got to enjoy to read my apron there. How much?
Give me a hug. Give me a
That's
hug.
right, baby. You know, on my show, pick you always get a hug to get it started with. Now, these are our meat-free burgers, totally meat-free. And what I've got here, Joy, is some beans. I want you to add them.
Kidney beans,
Kidney beans, totally red kidney beans. We can add those into the blender.
All of them?
All right?
Now, this
Yeah.
doesn't make it too mushy
Well,
when you put it in a blender?
It gets a bit mushy, but what I do is I add some of that garden burger, that veggie, that griller in there to keep it,
Just
kind of
you
keep
just
it
put in
up.
some cracked
We put in
wheat.
cracked wheat, exactly. Now, I heard you love cracked wheat.
Well,
Reeves.
cracked wheat, I
That's
never
one
had
of his
cracked
all-time
wheat on my
favorites.
hamburger before.
It's a flour. It's a type of flour. Don't worry, baby. It's going to taste
Okay,
good.
now put
What you
in
add
some
now?
sour cream.
There you go.
cheese.
All right.
And
Green onion.
chopped green onions.
You don't even need me in this segment. Look at this. The husband and
And it
wife
says
team. What's
chopped
next?
parsley,
Well, that's
but
white.
that's-
That's white paper there. We
Oh,
don't
there it
need
is.
that,
Chopped
Reeves.
parsley.
What do you think?
Parsley?
All the parsley goes right in
I'm
there.
not a lover of parsley.
Okay.
either.
Here comes the
Here comes
cumin.
your cumin.
Go, cumin.
Is it cumin or cumin?
Whatever you want to say.
Okay.
When people
Now,
are pretty to me,
how
they
much
say
salt do you want
we're going to
in
just a little
Curtis?
pinch. Just a pinch of
just a little
salt.
pinch.
Now,
It's a good thing Regis, he would dump this on.
I know he would. Now, what we want to do
Okay.
here, Joy, is take it on and we're going to just
And you're
blend
gonna
it.
pulse.
Yeah, we're going to pulse. I love that word,
I do
pulse.
too.
Ooh. Hey, Reeves, this woman is a fox,
Now,
man.
this is
Oh, yeah.
Curtis, thank you very much.
Girl. All right.
Now, you don't get it in your fingernails.
Let's
when
take
you
a look
like
at this.
do
We'll let
you?
the folks at home take a look in there. Here we go. Take your
doesn't-
time
Now,
at
you
home.
see, I shouldn't look in
Mash it
there.
up.
It's
Oh,
kind of
Reeves.
scary to look in.
Reeves.
But I know it'll look different when
It'll
you
look
get it
different.
cooked.
Now, what
That's
we're going to
gonna
do is let
taste
this
good.
cool down in the fridge. Let me move this out of the way real quickly.
Why do you
Let me
wanna
show you.
put it
Well, we want to
refrigerated?
cool it down, Joy, so we can make our patties, our meat-free patties. And what I've done is I've added some of that Morning Star griller. And what I want you to do, Reeves, get your hands in it. Because, Joy, there we go. Let's make a burger.
Yeah, I had the
Tips
cat.
at home, guys. Tips at home. What you can do, a little oil on your hands or cold water will keep the patty from sticking.
Good idea.
Formula- Doesn't that look good?
Okay.
There
Now,
it
I've got a
is.
couple right here,
Try
okay?
to keep them uniform,
Keep
right?
them uniform, looking good. And the smaller you make your burger, the easier it's going to cook, Joy.
Smaller
They
you
won't,
make
they
it, the
won't
easier
dry
it'll
out on
cook.
you, okay?
Okay.
I've added a little bit of oil there. You see how that works? We're going to drop them right on the
That
grill.
smells great.
Doesn't that smell good?
Of
We're gonna
course,
drop them
now
right on
you've
the
got
grill.
all the toppings that
Yeah,
go with
baby.
it.
We got beautiful
Grilled
toppings.
onions,
oh,
grilled
oh,
peppers.
come, look at this. Ooh, ah. Reach, can you hand me a spatula?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like the way this is flowing, America?
Yeah, this
I'm
is
with
good.
Regis, Mom. He won't give me $1 million, though.
All right, we only have
Okay,
a few seconds
only a few
left.
seconds. All right, we got some burgers here to taste. We've got several here, Reach. Got some ketchup to it, add mustard. I've got pickles. I've got anything you guys want to add.
Guacamole, salsa.
mayonnaise,
Take a little
salsa.
bite of this one, okay?
All right, there you go, Big Daddy.
That's the one we just...
That's one we just
That's
took
hot.
off the grill.
Can I taste? Can
What
I
do you think,
taste?
babe?
Is that good?
Tastes like a burger, huh? You didn't get a chance to taste mine. Taste my burger.
Oh, well, very
All right,
good.
all right. Here we go. Look ketchup.
I like that.
Isn't that good? Isn't that
That
good?
doesn't
Thank
need
you very
anything.
much for all the tips.
Thank you. Anytime, y'all. Recipes on the website, right?
That's right.
www.regis.
That's great.
They know the website.
He doesn't know the website.
We'll be right back.
See y'all.
If you would like to try Curtis Aikens' recipe or any of our Grill Friday recipes, visit our website at www.
Welcome back to the virtual kitchen. So what have you thought of the show so far? I said I was going to recap Master Gardening. It's going great. We had a wonderful lecture today with a gentleman who helped us with plant pathogens, and I'm excited about us all getting together in person again very soon. I'm enjoying this virtual kitchen. I'm playing with it, trying to have a good time. I've got some more things I'm experimenting with in my production. So as soon as I'm done with Master Gardener and I can get back and really start doing a lot of live shows, we're going to do that. So I'm working with Picture in a Picture. Coming up is like a 30-second clip of me talking to you about buying potatoes. And then there's just a clip of an old video with the boys. Well, you'll see it. Let me know what you think when you come back. And then we're going to talk about, well, let's do it now. Remember my keys to buying fresh fruits and vegetables. Look at it. Make sure the produce looks good. Smell it. Use your nose, because when fresh fruits are ripe, they smell ripe. Fresh vegetables, when they're past their peak, they'll let you know, right? So look, smell, touch. Ripe fruit, right? Like I always say, give it a thumb test. When a peach is ripe, it has about that much give at the end of your fingertip. Like make a fist there, press it, boom, there you go. What else is there? Buy what is in season. When you go to the grocery store, produce market, wherever it is, just look around. The thing that's most abundant, that's probably what's in season. And the fifth tip, get to know your produce person. He or she or they can tell you what's going on, what's fresh, good, and beautiful. Enjoy the rest of the show. Peace, spread love, eat good food. When buying potatoes, it's pretty easy. They should be heavy for their size. Now this one is about a pounder, so yes, it's heavy. Other things, make sure there are no soft spots or cuts on the potato. Soft spots mean the potato's a little bit old or it's been stored improperly. Also, if you see any leaking, just like a pineapple, if you treat it wrong, it will cry, okay? Potatoes, bake them, boil them, bash them, just enjoy them. So, over the years, I've done so many videos, and some with the kids when they're small, some when they're older, and I just thought I'd share one with you. Take a look.
I've talked about him a lot on the different programs, on News About Meat and also Feeding the Flash, but the first time we have Curtis live. He's picking apples. We've already picked some carrots. Today's show, we'll pick some carrots and some celery as well as peppers. Today's show, we're making veggie burgers. Curtis, do you like veggie burgers? No, this is food. You like carrots? You want to eat carrots? Huh? Here you go. Think about it. You think about it, kid? Yeah, Mom, Dad, those of you who want to get your kids eating your vegetables, start them out early. This little guy loves his fresh veggies. You want to walk to one daddy carry you? Huh? You want to walk to one daddy carry you? We're making veggie burgers on today's show from my garden. I'm Curtis Aikens, Curtis Jr., my sidekick. He may disappear when we got behind the counter, but that's okay. He'll pop back later in the show.
Thanks for watching.
We'll eat some of these veggie burgers we'll make. You want to sit at the counter, or you want to go over and sit and grab? Huh? See you later. Bye. I love you. Veggie burgers.